Last time we explored one of humanity's oldest mysteries, dreams. We discovered that despite decades of research, science still cannot fully explain why we dream or why those experiences can feel as real as waking life. Project Oneiris exists for one reason: to follow the evidence, wherever it leads. Before asking new questions, we must first understand the answers science has already earned. Throughout this investigation, we'll separate established evidence from speculation, carefully identifying what neuroscience explains with confidence and where genuine mysteries still remain. Every established discovery becomes part of the foundation, not an obstacle to overcome. Tonight, we begin with that foundation. Every night, without conscious effort, your brain begins one of the most extraordinary biological processes known to science. Within minutes of falling asleep, billions of neurons change the way they communicate. Brain chemistry shifts, hormones fluctuate, electrical activity reorganizes. Entire regions of the brain become more active, while others temporarily quiet down. What appears to be simple rest is actually one of the busiest and most complex periods of the entire day. Sleep is not simply the absence of wakefulness, it is an active biological state essential for survival. Nearly every complex animal sleeps in some form, suggesting that whatever sleep accomplishes, evolution has preserved it across hundreds of millions of years. Yet despite decades of research, scientists still debate exactly why sleep evolved in the first place. One leading explanation suggests sleep allows the brain to perform critical maintenance. During sleep, waste products that accumulate while we're awake are cleared more efficiently through a network known as the glymphatic system. Other research indicates sleep strengthens memories, recalibrates neural connections, regulates emotions, supports learning, and maintains overall brain health. Evidence suggests these functions likely work together rather than serving a single purpose. As sleep deepens, your brain moves through several distinct stages. During the earliest stages, brain activity slows while muscles relax. As deeper sleep arrives, powerful, slow brain waves spread across the cortex. This stage appears especially important for physical restoration, immune function, tissue repair, and consolidating memories formed throughout the day. Then something remarkable happens. The brain enters rapid eye movement sleep, better known as REM sleep. Although your body becomes largely paralyzed to prevent you from physically acting out your dreams, your brain suddenly becomes highly active once again. In many ways, REM brain activity resembles that of someone who is fully awake. This is also the stage during which the most vivid, emotional, and memorable dreams most commonly occur. Modern brain imaging has revealed something fascinating. Regions involved in emotion, memory, and visual imagination become highly active during REM sleep. At the same time, portions of the prefrontal cortex, responsible for logical reasoning, critical thinking, and decision-making, become less active. This may explain why impossible events inside dreams often feel completely believable until the moment we wake. But this leads to an even bigger question: where do dreams actually come from? Over the past several decades, scientists have proposed multiple theories to explain why dreams occur. Each is supported by meaningful research. Each explains part of the picture, yet none appears to answer every question. The activation synthesis hypothesis suggests dreams emerge as the cortex attempts to organize internally generated neural activity into a meaningful experience. Memory consolidation theory proposes that dreaming helps strengthen, organize, and integrate memories acquired throughout the day. Threat simulation theory suggests dreams provide a safe environment where the brain rehearses responses to dangerous situations, potentially improving survival. Emotional regulation theory proposes that dreaming helps process emotional experiences, allowing difficult memories and feelings to be integrated over time. Another influential perspective comes from predictive processing, which suggests the brain continuously constructs internal models of reality. During sleep, those internal models may continue generating experiences by combining memory, expectation, and imagination into what we recognize as dreams. Each of these theories contributes valuable insight. None should be dismissed. In fact, Project Oneiris begins by accepting that each may explain an important piece of the larger puzzle. Our objective is not to replace neuroscience. Our objective is to understand neuroscience so thoroughly that we can clearly identify where today's explanations are strongest and where genuine, unanswered questions still remain. As we discovered in Part 1, every answer about dreams seems to reveal several more questions. Now that we've explored what neuroscience does explain, those remaining mysteries come into even sharper focus. Why do dreams unfold as complete experiences instead of disconnected fragments? Why can dream worlds feel indistinguishable from waking reality? Why does consciousness continue while the brain is largely disconnected from external sensory input? Why can dreams sometimes produce experiences that feel entirely new? These are not failures of modern neuroscience, they are frontiers of ongoing scientific investigation. Understanding the biology of sleep is not the same as fully understanding the experience of dreaming. Science has mapped remarkable portions of the sleeping brain. It has measured electrical activity, identified neurotransmitters, observed changing brain networks, documented sleep cycles with extraordinary precision. Yet the subjective experience, the feeling of being inside a dream, remains one of the deepest mysteries in science. Project Oneiris is not searching for places where science is wrong. It is searching for places where science itself tells us there is still more to discover. In Part 3, we'll leave the biology of sleep behind and explore one of the greatest unanswered questions in all of science, consciousness itself. Because before we can truly understand dreams, we must first understand the observer experiencing them. Every answer reveals another question, and we'll continue following the evidence wherever it leads.